Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be filming this look, which is a really pretty chocolatey smoky eye and a nice warm brown lip. I really like the way this turned out. Even though the lip is not so nude, I still feel like you get a nice balance between the eye and the actual lip. If you guys want to see how I got this look, then let's go. Okay. So I use my I hate saying this, No Problem Primer by Touch in Sol, and I used it just like in the center of my face. And then I also use my Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea on my face. I've already primed my eyelids. I used the MAC Paint Pot in Laying Low. So for today's episode, we are going to use this little beauty. This is the NARS Skin Deep palette, and it has that soft NARS packaging. The letters are like a coppery rose gold. It's really pretty. It's very simple, and it has a nice large mirror, and these are the shades that we are going to rock with today. I'm not sure what we're gonna do yet. What I do know is we're going to take this Royal and Langnickel brush. This is the large crease brush. And I'm going to start off by taking this shade here and using that all over my lids. So now the next thing that I am going to do is I'm going to take this flat brush by Royal Langnickel, and this one is in it's just a BOM 43 brush. This is what it looks like. And I am going to take, actually, we're going to take that same blending brush and I'm going to go in with this shade here, and then I'm going in with a deeper one. And we're going to place this in the crease. So this palette is really basic. Colors that you would use every day and that you really don't need to think about. And of course your larger pans are shades that you would probably use more often. So I do like this palette, and I like the fact that it does give you some shimmery shades or different options. But for the most part, I would say that this palette runs pretty cool and neutral. It almost looks like there would be some warm shades in here, but I don't think they're warm by any means. They have just a little bit of red, but not enough to where you could say that they're cool. I mean warm, not enough to say that they're warm. I'm going to take the same brush, and now I'm going to go in with that other shade that kind of looks like it would be this one, warm, but it's not. And I'm just going to use this in the crease the same way that we're doing. I think I'm going to do a smoky eye today. I'm not really sure. As you guys can see, I'm bringing up the shade on the inner corner just slightly, so it's really, it almost accentuates the shadows on my nose, so it looks like I have a little bit of a contour. I'm gonna take that same brush. I'm going in with that neutral skin tone shade that we went in with in the first place, and I'm just using this to buff the edges out. So it looks like this. I look crazy, y'all. Crazy. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. Part of me wants to go in with a shimmer, but I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna take the flat shader brush by Royal Langnickel, and I'm going to take this shade here, which is the darkest shade in this pan, and I'm going to just apply this, and I didn't mean pan, I meant in this palette. And I'm going to take this and just apply it all over my lid. This brush is actually doing a really beautiful job at picking up color and then blending it out. Holy smokes. I was not expecting that. I'm going to take that blending brush, and then I'm just going to blend these edges out. I was not expecting that from this brush, to be honest with you. I was actually not, I haven't even tried this brush because I would rather pick up my 239 thinking that that would be the best option for me because that's what I've been using. And then this brush feels really like soft and flimsy, so I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna do anything. But holy smokes, I love this brush. This is the only one I haven't tried, and again, because I just felt like it wasn't going to do anything for me. I'm like, why am I going to use that brush? So it's really cold again in Chicago, and we got another day off of work because it's so cold. I want to say it's still negative outside. I'll look for my phone in a minute. It is negative 18 outside. It's still super cold. It's another day of us being indoors. And I figured I'd take this time to film. And my son is finishing his breakfast, so I put the TV on for him just while I film. And then we're gonna play Monsters. So I'm gonna take this Pat McGrath Black Coffee Liner, and I'm just going to run this on my lower lash line. And I'm going to take this smudger brush. This is BOM 48. It looks like this. And I'm going to take that, well, first I'm going to take this shade here, which is the medium brown. And I'm going to use this to just smoke my lower lash line out. I really have been enjoying these Royal and Line Nickel brushes. I think they're a really great brand. I'm going to take that same brush and go in with that same dark shade that we have on the lid and then just apply this. They're really great quality and they're really inexpensive brushes. I like them a lot actually. Okay, so now that we look kind of cray-cray, I am going to go in with my concealer, and this is the Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer by Sephora, and the shade I have is Eclair. I forgot that I had this. I found it actually recently in one of my hoodie pockets. I'm like, why was it in there? So I made it a point to put it on my vanity so that I'd see it and then use it in today's video. As you guys can see, it is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but it's not crazy light. This is a concealer that I really enjoyed before, but I hated the applicator, and they've changed it. So now it's like, let's see if I can get it. Now it's like a doe foot applicator. It's flat, but it scoops product really well. I really like it. So I'm gonna take my Juno & Co sponge, and I'm going to blend this out. This has really, I was gonna say it has really good coverage, but truth be told, I don't know if it's the actual concealer or the sponge, because this sponge is fantastic. I am obsessed with this sponge, and I would tell you guys that if you're interested, I'm gonna have a link down below where you guys can purchase it. I'm going to take this BOM, what is this, 41, and I'm going to use this just to blend the rest of this concealer out. It just says Dome Shader Brush, but I like how it fits under my eye. Ooh, I thought I ruined my palette. This is doing a really lovely job. Okay, so now for my foundation, I'm going to use the Hourglass Vanish Foundation in Beige. I'm going to use my Juno & Co sponge, because I find that that's what gives me the best coverage, and I'm using less product. I love this sponge so much. It's amazing. Everything just looks so smooth and flawless. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I'm gonna do the other side. And then I'm literally just using whatever's left on this little spatula. This thing holds a lot. It's impressive. And then blend. Okay, so I have on my foundation. It looks so good. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply my mascara and my eyebrows off camera, and then we'll come back to finish. Well, actually, before we go anywhere, I'm gonna take my Hourglass setting powder, and I'm going to apply this with my same sponge. I'm gonna use this right under my eyes. Guys, listen, you have to try this sponge. I'm telling you, it's going to change your life. You're gonna get so much coverage from this little sponge. You're going to use less product, and your makeup is gonna look so airbrushed and flawless. Like, you need the sponge. And it's $6, like, come on. I would do the $18 set, which has 2 of the flat ones and then 2 of they're like egg-shaped sponges, but they have just a little small flat side. I am telling you, you need these. They're amazing. And I've washed this one so many times. This is the same sponge that I've used since I started playing with it. But like, it literally buffs out your makeup. Ho, ho, ho. And it's amazing. Like, I'm telling you guys, at $6, like, and it's free shipping with $15 orders. So that's why I said do the $18 one. And then you can always, if you're not going to use, like me, I gave one to my sister, and I'm like, but at the same time, like, this is the same sponge I've been using now for a few, like, what, 2 weeks, and I'm not going to use the other one. Let her experience it. They're amazing. Okay, so now I'm going to go do my eyebrows and my mascara, and we'll be right back. All right, so I dusted some of the Becca off of my face, specifically what was under my eyes, because I wanted to get my mascara on. But as you guys can see, I've got an intense smoky eye going. What's next? I am going to take this shimmer shade here, and I'm going to place this in the inner corner. Yes. It's just a very, so here's the thing, it does have some color, so it's leaving a mark in my inner corner there, but we're going to take this buffing brush that we used for the concealer, and I'm just going to clean it up so that way it doesn't really stand out, but it does highlight the inner corner of my eye. Just, it doesn't leave any weird shadows. I'm going to take this little brush. This is a Royal Langnickel one, and this is the BOM 12, and this is their synthetic line. So I'm going to take that same shade, and I'm just going to pat it into the inner corner. Oh, it looks so good. I love this. And again, I'm just going to clean up the edges to make sure that we don't have any weird business going on. We're going to take a smaller brush. This is the BOM 18, and it's that same color. Ooh, me likey. A lot. This is actually beautiful. And I'm also going to bring that into the inner top lid here. Ooh, I like this a lot. Okay, for my bronzer, I'm going into this NARS palette. This is the Bord de Plug palette. This is what it looks like. It's got a big, beautiful mirror. I'm going to take this Smith 157 brush. This one looks like a little bunny foot. It's flat on one side, and I am going to take this color down here, which is Casino. And I'm just going to keep this out on the outer corner. I'm going to take a MAC 137 and I'm going to mix both of the bronzers, Laguna and Casino. And then I'm just going to add this to my face. I'm going to take this Wet n Wild brush and I am going to take this shade in this palette to highlight my face. And I'm just going to place it above my eyebrow, the high points of my cheeks. I'm going to take this BOM 40, it's a flat shader brush, and I'm going to take the lightest highlighter in this palette and I'm going to apply that right under the brow arch. Okay, now I am going to take this Benefit liner, the roller liner, which let me tell you guys, I have been enjoying. And I'm going to use this to create a very thin liner, at least that's the goal. Look at the difference the liner made. I'm going to do the other eye off camera because I'm just going to block you anyway, and then we'll come back to finish the face. So I have lined my lips with Contour by Pat McGrath, and now I'm going to take Slow Ride Liquid Lipstick by NARS. For my blush, I'm going to be using this NARS Hot Tryst palette. I know, guys, I'm using a lot of NARS today, but I was just feeling NARS. And I'm going to take this 137 brush by MAC. I'm going to mix these two shades in the middle. And to set my face, I'm going to go in with my Mario Badescu spray. It smells so good. It smells really light and fresh. So we'll let this set. All right, guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like it, subscribe, and leave a comment down below letting me know if there are any looks that you'd like for me to film for you guys. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.